Yesterday was Shedeur Sanders' pro day, and I have heard nothing but mediocre things coming out of it, saying that he's got a ball touch. Every time he throws the ball, you'll notice he taps it, right? Which is a very telltale sign of when he's going to throw the ball in the NFL, and there's already safeties tweeting out there that, hey, we're going to eat this up if you continue to do this. But there's a part of me that believes the NFL's narrative around Shedeur Sanders is just completely wrong. I saw an article today that says that Jackson Dart is starting to get more noise, right? He's starting to have drafted or have NFL teams intrigued about taking him over Shedeur Sanders. And I just don't think that they could be more wrong at this point in time. So I want to break down exactly why I believe they're wrong. Everyone is wrong about Shedeur Sanders. I think he's going to be a good quarterback. And again, I see the ball tap every time he's throwing the ball. You guys probably notice it as well. That's something you can fix. We're going to break it down. Let's just dive in.
Oh, yeah. I'm not a. Shedeur's a great teammate. He's never been a bad teammate.
What I'm saying by displaying that to everybody here.
He needs to throw. He needs to get out there and let you see it. He's been, like, all of a sudden at the conclusion of the year, after 4,000 some yards, I don't know how much he has for his career, all of a sudden his arm is weak. But he completed, I think, a 50-some yard pass rolling to his left in overtime. So I don't know when his arm got weak. He protects the ball. I think he has the highest completion percentage in college football this past year. He's a pillar of consistency. But you got to understand, when that last name is on your back, you're going to be attacked and ridiculed and naysayed. So we're built for that. He was raised for this moment. I can't wait to see this quad of receivers do their thing today. They're going to have a good time because this may very well be the last time that they're on the field together. So I think they really plan on having a good time. I know he's locked in and focused.
Now, obviously, that first narrative around Shedeur Sanders was that he's not someone that's going to elevate a football team, and that's what I'm hearing, and it just doesn't make sense to me because I know he wasn't playing in some of the best divisions in football, but when you look at his resume, he's been a winner. I mean, 36-14 over 15 games, over 1,400 yards, but what surprises me the most, the 134 touchdowns to only 27 interceptions, I think those are really damn good numbers when you really step back and take a look at what he has done as a quarterback in his college career. Now, for the people that question that arm strength, I mean, I completely just disagree. And let's just turn on the film. Let's show you exactly why it just doesn't make sense that he doesn't have this quote-unquote arm strength. So, drops back in the pocket here. We're going to get a deep post now. The first thing that we notice, and I know it's very hard to see right here, but we got this crosser over the middle of the field, but then behind it, we have another deep post. So as the safety starts to bite down on that route, we send a deep ball down the field. Now look at the ball placement of this thing, going about 60 yards, right? This is about a 60-yard throw with a flick of the wrist. This is beautiful, and this is a dot. Now, do I think this is a great throw in triple coverage potentially? Well, he outthrows the double coverage on the front side. Ends up being one-on-one, but again, this is a good throw. I mean, for what it is, that is an absolute dime by Shedeur Sanders. All right, now these plays right here where you have press man coverage to the top, to the bottom of the screen with two eye safeties, right? We want to be able to manipulate these guys, move them in this direction or keep them in line before we take that yes-no read shot down the right sideline, or actually I guess you could say his left sideline. But again, this is probably the one area of his game where people say Cam Ward is just a lot better. And you know what? I will agree. Cam Ward is a lot better with these one-on-one deep balls down the field in yes-no reads. I think these balls are just a lot better from Cam Ward. Now, ultimately, well, let's go back 1 second. First thing he's going to do here is look off the safety. So as he drops back, his first read is this safety. He wants to do whatever he can to move him in this direction or keep him in line, buying us enough time to throw this 50-50 ball down the sideline, right? So he's going to manipulate the safety. I think he just looks a little bit too early, but I think because he had one of the worst offensive lines in football, he always looked to get this ball out quick, right? So again, you can't fault him for having a terrible offensive line. But we throw that ball. Now you see how he leads him inside. We don't like that because it gets that safety a little bit more of an opportunity to get back into this play. We want this deep on that sideline. We want it right where our wide receiver can get it. And again, not a bad throw. Ultimately, his wide receiver makes one hell of a catch. Or maybe they say incomplete. But either way, it's not a bad throw. The only thing I don't like about it is he leads him to the safety, which is definitely something you don't want to do. But don't mind it. Now, real quickly, guys, before we dive any further into Shedeur Sanders in some film analysis, let me know in the comments down below by commenting P2, okay? If you guys want to see more of Shedeur Sanders film analysis, comment down below P2. Also, hit the like button. If we get over 500 likes on this video, we'll drop a part 2, maybe even tomorrow for Sunday. And lastly, make sure you guys subscribe, man. It is free. It doesn't cost anything. And we got you guys covered all year long with draft analysis, with preseason analysis in the NFL. Going to be covering a lot of Shedeur Sanders. I cannot wait for that, man. But also, lastly, where do you think he would fit the best as a rookie in the NFL? There's the Browns, there's the Giants, there's the Raiders, there's the Saints, there's the Jets, there's the Cowboys, which I don't think will happen now that they got Joe Milton. But a lot of people expect him to fall, slip out of that top 10. I don't know if I see that. I really don't. I think there's a lot of teams up there that could definitely use a guy like Shedeur Sanders as a developmental piece, especially the Raiders. Look at this one. Rolls outside the pocket. Absolute dime on the run. Again, didn't do any of these type of plays in his pro day, because I felt like he wanted to keep it professional. Like, he wanted to be like, hey, listen, I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm not going to come out here and throw these fadeaway 50-yard touchdowns. I don't need to do that right now. But his film showcases he can do some of those crazy on-the-run throws as well. All right, another really good throw here by Shedeur Sanders. Having Travis Hunter on this post. Look at the form right here. Steps up, hitch up in the pocket. Dime. I love this. Look at this. In triple coverage, but it's exactly where it needs to be. These are the things that really impress me, right? The accuracy at times is incredible. Now, it needs to find a way to be more consistent with this, because if that's what you're getting from Shedeur Sanders, you're getting a high-end quarterback. You really are. Now, here's a full slide to the right, bootleg out to the left, gets outside the pocket. Now, look at this. This is one thing I really do love about Shedeur Sanders. He has all of the room in the world to take off, right? He does. But he's a quarterback that wants to throw the football. He wants to keep his eyes down the field and make reads. Throws it. Look at this throw, guys. Unbelievable. Now, again, is it risky? Yes, this is a risky throw. That's safety. He does a good job once again. His head's looking in this direction, keeping this safety over here. Realizing we got this one-on-one. Again, I'd want this more to the sideline to give our guy that one-on-one opportunity. We throw it a little bit to the inside, which allows him to break for it. But again, it's a little bit dangerous. Ultimately, I like what Shedeur Sanders can do. I know I didn't break down some of the most amazing plays in the world here, but I just want to show you his arm strength. He can get the ball down the field. Is it the most accurate at times? Maybe not 100%, but it's there. It's there. So let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.